Hi. So before I start, this is going to be a really hard poem for me to read, and I'm going to be really fucking impressed with myself if I make it through it. With that being said, I want to ask you guys for two things. One, please take care of yourself. This is a rough poem. If you need to leave, I'm not going to be offended. I would be more upset if you stayed and freaked yourself out. And the second thing is this is a poem for everybody who's been in a situation where they don't have a voice. And you get to live vicariously through this poem because I'll be screaming my anger out for the next 4 minutes. So you get to be really fucking loud. Woo! Woo! All right. This poem is called Warrior, and it's dedicated to Kesha. The word is trapped, not just because your hands are tied to the bedpost, not just because you're underneath someone who outweighs you, trapped because you don't know any different. And who would believe you anyway? You said yes once, after all. The word is knife edge, not just the thing that etches fear and failure onto your arms and thighs, not just the razor that you will spend years using to try and cut away his fingerprints, but the knife edge you live on. The line you walk with him. What if he gets angry? What if you slip up and show you don't get off to being smacked and called a whore? The word is abuse. You ignore your friends when they say they're worried about your drinking. Abuse, not just how you lean on alcohol to keep you numb, but how he talks you into getting high with him and puts his hand down your pants. In the backseat of a car, it's still abusing substances. If he used substances to abuse you, substance abuse is a two-way street. The word is nightmare. Waking up, shaking and sweating and unsafe in your own skin. PTSD is a fucking bitch to live with. The word is shame. How could I have let this happen? Why didn't I get out sooner? I am damaged goods. I am tainted. I am ruined. I am dirty. I said yes once, after all. The word is broken. The word is horror. The word is rape. The word is rape. It took me a year to realize it, and even longer to understand he wasn't entitled just because he was my boyfriend. Just because I said yes once. The word is rapist. Nathan Edward Adams, 21 years old, Montana State University, and once upon a time I trusted him completely. The word is rage. Given the chance, I would smash his skull in with a bat, rip him limb from limb for ripping my sanity and self-worth into pieces, destroying him for trying to destroy my ability to love. He deserves to burn at the stake like he burned my pride and dignity alive and screaming. The word is devils. They keep us from living. They keep us from loving. They try to break us until we can't even make our art anymore. And then they have the fucking audacity to refuse to own up to it, to tell us we're fucking lying. The word is exhaustion because he went on with his life unscathed, unaffected, unbroken, and there are days when I can't look the girl I love in the eyes. The word is courage. To keep singing and writing music despite your rapist stifling it so the world can't hear. The most rebellious thing we can do is live our lives like they were never ruined. Like we never want to die late at night. Like we never spend hours in the shower scrubbing our thighs and hips, arms and ribs and breasts until they're raw and bleeding, but at least we're no longer covered in the fingerprints of the men who tried to break us. The word is silence. Silence I have held for 4.5 years, ever since the first time I said slow down and he said, come on, don't be a tease. The word is no. I refuse to be trapped by him anymore. The word is fighting. What? A nightmare that I am trying to wake up from, a knife edge that I refuse to keep walking. Silence I will no longer be trapped under, a name that I no longer give a fuck about protecting. The word is warrior. For every woman who can't speak up, for every girl who thinks no one will believe her, for everyone who is still trapped, to everyone who is still afraid, the word for you and me and us is warrior.